Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac Show. I said cognac, ooh, ooh. I said cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm a bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. I was brought into this world wrapped up in pearls. I love to mingle, though my husband reminds me I'm not single. I meet and greet both the famous and the elite. I ride in limousines, drinking the finest champagne, wearing furs, dazzling diamond jewelry. A girl can't complain. I live the upscale life, dining in the front, eating the best caviar for free. And no matter how much I enjoy myself, they can't charge me.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Rich MAROTTA and Twyla Zone.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. I'm Rich MAROTTA, and this is my lovely assistant, Twyla Zone. Let's hear it for her. We're going to start off with a classic in magic, reproduced for you tonight exactly as it was done thousands of years ago. Here it comes. Watch this. You won't believe it. Walking on water. Thank you. Thank you. Freddie, come on. Beg up, up, up. Oh, he did it. From Scarf. Here it comes. Oh. Ooh.
Welcome back to Cognac's Corner. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the World Trump Bar. And I am here with this fabulous magician. Are you going to make me disappear?
No, I think somebody did that already, but they brought you back. I'm glad.
Introduce yourself. Introduce yourself
Hi,
to
I'm
the
Rich
camera.
MAROTTA.
Rich, darling, you've been a magician for quite some time.
Quite some time, yes. Quite
And
some
you're
time.
here with your wife tonight.
Yes, who's also my assistant.
Tell my audience, how did you guys meet?
How did we meet? We met in San Francisco many years ago. And I was a magician and she wasn't, and I got her into the act. I promised her I'd put her in show business.
And was she happy with the results?
Sometimes she is, sometimes she's not. I'm not going to...
Really?
Well, yeah.
Sometimes she's not. That's so funny.
I don't want to go into that part.
Now,
Yeah.
tell my audience, what made you want to become a famous magician?
Actually, the true story is I was a graduate school in psychology. I was testing a lot of kids, and the only way they would let me test them is if I did magic for them, and I thought I was doing better giving them magic than I was doing therapy, so I started doing that. I like it. It amazes people, and they have a good time. So that's how it started. It was a hobby that I turned into a vocation.
And you've been doing it now how many years?
Oh, do I have to say I started in, say, 1980. Started doing it. I left the job teaching college and started doing magic. 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah.
Is there a specific magician that inspired you to be who you are today?
I grew up in Manhattan. I went to the magic shops on 42nd Street every week when I got my allowance. They took it from me, and they showed me a great trick. And over time, I learned it. But every week, my allowance went to the next guy.
Building your career and getting it to the next level.
Well, back then, I was only about 8 or 9, so I wasn't thinking about my next level. But
you
that's how
just
I
wanted
started.
to learn about
I just wanted to learn it.
magic.
Well, every kid gets into it. You know, they start out, then they wise up and go into something else.
Then they wise up, huh? They wise up.
I didn't know. I went back to it.
Because you had that passion for the ultimate trick. And that's really what it is. It's tricks.
Also, I like that feeling that people get when they're amazed. I mean, too many people are just bored all the time and nothing happens. You fool them, and they get excited again. They all think they're going to know everything. that sense of wonder is a great thing to see in people.
That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you going when you're a magician. That sense of wonder.
Of entertaining people, but also I was a stand-up comedian for years. I worked the circuit, so the act is really a combination of comedy and magic. I think you have to have both. You have to make people laugh. You have to make people be amazed. You know, so that's basically it.
Is it easier to be a magician
No, it's hard.
opposed to be a comedian?
It's harder because you have props, and you might have a bird in your act. You got to take care of your bird. You might have a prop. You have to make sure it doesn't break. You have this, you have that. A comedian just goes out there and tells jokes. There's nothing to worry about. It's a lot easier. I mean, I think it's harder to make people laugh than it is to fool them. But I think being a magician is harder than being a comedian. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. It does make sense. But I would think being an analytical person such as I am, if I formulated an act and I'm a magician, that of course I understand things go wrong in a magic act, but it's kind of like more controlled. You know, you don't have to so much worry about people laughing. You just have to get that act out and make sure that it's perfected.
That's also, when you do magic, the trick is over. Every day people applaud either because it's over or because you fooled them. But with a comedian, you tell a joke, they don't laugh, or you tell another joke, they don't laugh. You could be there all night and people are just staring at you going, what's going on?
That's what I like about the magic act. I feel that with the magic, it can be sort of controlled. If you become a master at performing magic, then you've got that act down packed, and you know your timing and everything with the magic. But with like you said, with comedy, you don't know if people are going to laugh or not. But with the magic, if it's really a fabulous act, you know you've got them.
It's, in a way, it's nice knowing every night you've got it down. This is going to happen. You can just anticipate. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen.
Tell my audience real quick, because we're up for time. Okay. Where's your next appearance going to be?
I've got a show. Here it is, actually here. I've got a show at the Snapple Theater on 50th and Broadway every Saturday at 5 o'clock. I've got my assistant. Can we introduce my assistant real quick who's not in costume?
Yes, bring her
Come
up.
over here, Miss Assistant. Here she is. Her name in the act is Twyla Zone.
And I see you found this sexy guy in San Francisco, huh?
Yes, I did. I managed to find one there, so.
And it's love at first sight.
It was for me.
Really? That's news to me. No.
Thank you.
Tell my audience.
I came into the interview.
Tell my audience again the next acts where you're going to be appearing.
The Snapple Theater on 50th Street and Broadway, Snapple Theater Center. Every Saturday at 5 p.m. we've got a great comedy magic show. She'll look different than this. She'll be in costume. Me, I look the same all the time. No matter
Do you
what.
make her disappear and
Yes,
reappear?
I do.
Oh,
I bring her back.
I love that.
I float her around the audience.
I want to come to that act. You cut her.
you.
That's my favorite act. Tell my audience, is there a website that they can go to find out more information?
Magic and Zone, MAGICANDZONE.com. MagicandZone.com. Everything you want to know is there. Thank you.
Are you going to give me a kiss goodbye,
Yeah,
darling?
are you kidding?
Mwah.
All right.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
watching, darlings.
That was
More
worth the whole
celebrity interviews coming up in Shannon.
For the Cognac Show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your playboy. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.